Good evening, everyone. I am Anagha Bharatwaj from Panchajanya. First, I'll be giving a short introduction about Panchajanya. Panchajanya, the divine conch of Bhagavan Shri Krishna, which was blown during Kurukshetra, indicating the start of Dharma Yuddha that followed. There, all the efforts were done for the establishment of Dharma. Dharma was kept over personal relations and motives. Keeping the same motto in mind, our organization will work towards establishing the importance and necessity of following and imbibing Bharatiya culture, accepting our roots, and making people realize the true essence of Ayurveda, not only as a treatment modality but also as a way of life. All this while working in a path of Dharma. Hence the motto Shreyam Bharatiyam Arogyam Ayurvediyam. Our main goal is to reach every individual in creating awareness of our ancient knowledge and wisdom, its efficacy in the modern era, and link with current ongoing affairs. Its revival, and most importantly, bringing everyone together in working towards establishing a strong system. In order for all this to be achieved, we have set up various wings with working principles and objectives that help achieve the goal faster and easier in the coming years. They are Ahilya Bai Wing, Swami Vivekananda Wing, Karnata Bala Wing, Govardhana Wing, Ashwini Wing, Narada Wing, Kautilya Wing, Vedavyasa Wing, Nalanda Wing, and Sanjaya Wing. Coming back to the members involved in our organization, we have doctors, healthcare workers, teachers, students, and people from almost every single occupation available, aiming at working together and bringing forward the true essence of Bharata and her traditions. So, all those who fit under these categories are welcomed with the honor and privilege. This evening, we have Dr. Vijay sir with us, who will be taking the topic Yoga and Naturopathy. Sir has an teaching experience of about 15 years in UG and 10 years in PG. Sir has published 15 publications, 3 books. Sir has been Dhanvantri Awardee. Sir has been chairperson for more than 13 international seminars and co-chaired for 16 seminars. Sir has attended 12 TV programs and 2 radio programs. Sir has been specialized in diet, yoga, and lifestyle diseases. We are really honored for having you on this session, sir. Thank you for accepting our invitation. You can carry over the session, sir.
Hello, good evening
Yes,
to
sir,
one
you
and
can.
all. Hope you are busy with the study. Uh, just today we'll have a discussion on Swasthavritta, especially paper 1, part B, that is yoga and naturopathy. How many days are left? Approximately the 10 days are left, and when you calculate hours, 240 hours are left. And how many subjects are there? 5 subjects are there, and 7 papers are there. When you calculate the total number of hours divided by papers, approximately each paper will get approximately 34 hours. Okay, so you have an idea about this, and be serious about your studies. Okay, hardly you'll get around approximately 30 to 34 hours you'll get for each paper. So I hope you are doing well and preparing well for the examination. So today we will discuss on yoga and naturopathy. It comes under paper 1, part B. Okay, so I will discuss chapter wise questions. So it will be easy. So in each chapter, okay, so what and all the question will come, important question will come, and uh, what are the long questions, what are the short questions will be there in that chapter. We'll have a discussion. Okay. So I repeat once again, we are discussing paper 1, Swasthavritta, part B, that is yoga and naturopathy. Okay. So the first chapter belongs to yoga here. Okay. So in yoga, the first and foremost is, the definitions of yoga. The Vakya, Nirukti and Vakya will comes. As you know very well, all of you buy these 4 important yoga shloka. That it starts with Yujyate Anineti Yogaha, Yogaha Chittavritti Nirodhaha, Samatvam Yoga Muchate, like that. There are minimum 4 shlokas are important. You are supposed to buy these 4 shlokas that tells about the definition of yoga. It may be a long question, it may be a 3 mark question. Okay, you will get the question. Definitely, you'll get the question. So remember the right yoga nirukti, vakya, and explain different aspects like Shatkriya. It may be a long question, Shatkriya. It may be a Ashtanga yoga, but whatever it may be a question related to yoga, you can start with the nirukti, that is definition, and later sub questions will be there like Ashtanga yoga, where you need to explain all yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. So in this way, you have to explain. The first question is May 2016. It was asked Nirukti, Vakya, and Shatkriyas. Okay, and September 2017, define yoga and write short note on Ashtanga yoga. So this is very important question. So you'll get pakka question, that is definitions of yoga and Ashtanga yoga. You may get 3 mark question or 5 mark question related to yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, and samadhi sub questions. But a guarantee question, that is Ashtanga yoga, and 4 definitions, minimum 4 definitions you are supposed to buy it. Okay, so in this chapter, and one interesting question was asked in 2015, that is explain Swasthya Rakshane Yogasya Mahatvam. So it is the more analytical questions. It's not a direct question here. So explain Swasthya Rakshane Yogasya Mahatvam. So in this question, you need to highlight the importance of yoga. Okay. So how this yoga will help in the prevention and promotion of health. Okay. So in that you can quote the importance of yoga. Where is the benefits of yoga? You can write down. As such, there is no clear-cut shloka as mentioned. You can connect with the how the benefit of yoga can prevent physiological and psychological elements. Okay, so as we know that we are suffering from lifestyle disorders. So in order to overcome that, we need to do asanas. Okay, asanas and pranayama technique will prevent lifestyle disorders. For example, obesity, diabetes mellitus, cardiovascular diseases, and stress. So these are all helpful. So in this way, you need to highlight the importance of yoga in prevention and promotion of health. So that is the question in September 2015. That is Swasthya Rakshane Yogasya Mahatvam. Okay, and remaining questions are quite same here. Different definitions of yoga and yoga siddhikara and yoga pratibandhakara bhava. So these two are pakka questions. Remember, you supposed to buy it, these 2 shloka. Okay, so yoga siddhikara bhava. Okay, so yoga pratibandhakara bhava. Utsaha, sahasa, dhairya. That shloka you are supposed to buy it. That's very important. It may asked in both Viva Vosa as well as in the theory. Okay. So guarantee questions, 5 mark questions. You will get, definitely you'll get the question. Yoga Siddhikara Bhava and Pratibandhakara Bhava. The obstacles for yoga practice and the factors which enhances the yoga, that is called Yoga Siddhikara Bhava. Okay. Then comes Chitta Vrittis. Okay, this is one different question is there. So you might have not well versed with this question here. So when you go through the definition of yoga, that is yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Okay, according to Patanjali Yoga Sutra. So there will be a description about this chitta vrittis. That is pramana, viparyaya, vikalpa, nidra, and smriti. Okay, so this is not a direct question. It's a little bit tough question for you, but you need to know these chitta vrittis. Okay, so chitta vritti is the new question for you. Okay, so you go through deeply. So when you when you go through this Patanjali Yoga Sutra, there is a description is available. Then relation between Raja Yoga and Hatha Yoga. Yes. So Hatam Vina Raja Yoga, no Hatha. So that is the shloka is there. Okay, you need to buy that. That is from Hatha Yoga, Pradipika. So that tells about the relation between Raja Yoga and Hatha Yoga. So these are all connected each other. Okay. So when you master your Raja Yoga, and we need a Hatha Yoga, and vice versa. If you want to master your Hatha Yoga, you need Raja Yoga, and both are very important factors in order to get a siddhi in yoga. Okay. Then yoga siddhi karabhava, nashta karabhava. Same questions are repeated several times. So I told these are all the pakka questions for you. Next comes the concept of yoga according to Bhagavad Gita. Okay. So according to Bhagavad Gita, there is a description is available. The Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, and Dhyana Yoga. Okay, so these are all 5-mark questions. Sometimes it's a 3-mark question. Okay, the yoga, the schools of yoga. When you talk about the schools of yoga, there are different schools of yogas are mentioned in the text. That is Hatha Yoga, Raja Yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, uh, Mantra Yoga. So in this way, there are approximately 7 schools of yogas are mentioned. Okay, among those, according to Bhagavad Gita, only 3 are important. That is Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and Jnana Yoga. So there is a question for you. So very simple here. Jnana Yoga means attainment of salvation through knowledge is called Jnana Yoga, which is told by Bhagavad Gita. And you can explain there are different categories will comes here. And similarly, Bhakti Yoga, the attainment of salvation through Bhakti. Okay. So in this again you can write Navavidha Bhaktis. Okay, Navavidha Bhaktis you can write. Similarly, Karma Yoga. Okay, so attainment of salvation through action, that is Karma Yoga. So you can quote the shloka Karmanyeva adhikarastu ma phaleshu kadachanaha. So that you shloka you can, if you buy it, you can mention that. So that's gives more extra marks for your answer here. So this is about Hatha Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, and uh, Bhakti Yoga here. Then comes Raja Yoga. This is Raja Yoga by Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Okay. So whenever the Raja Yoga comes, you need to highlight Ashtanga Yoga. Remember this point. Okay. The concept of Ashtanga Yoga is based on Raja Yoga here. The question comes like Raja Yoga, you need to highlight Ashtanga Yoga. If it is a long question, 5 mark. Okay. Apart from this, there will be a sub questions for you, like Yama, types of Yama, Ahimsa, Satyasthaya, Brahmacharya. So there will be a sub question. Similarly, Niyama, okay, Saucha, Santosha, Tapa, Swadhyaya, and Ishvara Pranidhana. So there may be a sub questions in Yama and Niyama. Okay, so this is about Yama and Niyama. Next, okay, I think the first chapter, these are the important question. I repeat once again. Okay, 4 definitions of yoga: yoga, Vakya, and Nirukti, and Ashtanga Yoga. Read thoroughly Ashtanga Yoga, and apart from this, Yoga Siddhikara Bhava. Pakka question: Yoga Siddhikara Bhava, Yoga Badaka Tattva. Okay, so these are all common question in chapter 1. Okay, so next we'll go for chapter 2, that is Panchakosha theory. Explain Panchakosha theory in detail. That was asked in August 2023. Annamaya Kosha, Panchakosha theory. Okay, so these are all 5 mark or 2 mark. See, the question comes here. If it is asked long question, you need to explain all the Panchakoshas, starting from Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, and Anandamaya. So if it is a long question, or if it is a 5 mark question. If it is a 2 mark question, just you write the name, 5 names. That's enough. You'll get a full mark. So that's an important question. Okay. Sometimes there may be a question here: how Panchakosha theory helpful in the prevention of psychosomatic diseases? Okay, the concept of Adi, Vyadi will comes under this category. That is Panchakosha theory. Okay. Vyadi, takes place because of, physiological vitiation of the dosha. Adi, okay, will related to psychosomatic disorders here. So remember all panchakoshas. Either you can make mnemonics to remember. Okay, so all panchakoshas are important. At least you should know the names. Okay, Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, and Anandamaya. Okay, and later next comes the Ashtanga Yoga. So detailed description is available. I already mentioned this Ashtanga Yoga. So in detail, Yama types I already mentioned. Niyama types, okay. Then Pranayama. So in this Pranayama, you will get more questions related to uh, what do you mean by Pranayama and Ashtakumbhaka. This is a very important question for you. Ashtakumbhaka and Pravara, Madhyama, and Avara Lakshana, Pranayama Lakshana. So there is a question. Uh, so pranayama, you'll get more questions, especially. And when you talk about asanas, so one asana will be there for your examination. So read all the asanas. If possible, you draw a schematic presentation. Of course, it's very difficult to draw because time is very short. Okay. Remember one thing, try to practice a writing skill. Though you know all the answers, but you are unable to write. Why? Because there is no time duration. So make a habit of writing. That's very important. And main asanas, especially Sarvangasana, Dhanurasana, Padmasana, Gomukasana, Pavanamuktasana. So you'll get Mayurasana. Okay. So you read all the questions here. Okay. All the questions related to asanas, all the asanas. That's very important. Define asana, that is asana, classification of asana, and one asana is guarantee. Of course, it's very difficult. You draw a schematic presentation, that's enough. And coming to asana over, then pranayama technique. Pranayama, I told you that in the pranayama, indication and contraindications that in asana, you have to write in asana. While writing asana, you write first which category it belongs to, then procedure, sthiti, you start with the sthiti, then procedure, different procedure, then benefits, indications, and contraindications of each asanas. So one asana is pakka, and regarding pranayama, so pranayama definition is very important. All of you buy this pranayama. Pranayama definition, then pravara madhyama avara lakshana pranayama, then asta kumbhakas. Then apart from this, yukta lakshana pranayama, the benefits of pranayama is mentioned here. And individually, they may ask like Shitali pranayama, Nadi Shuddhi pranayama, Suryabedi pranayama, so Kumbhaka, Veda, okay, Plavani pranayama. So individually, they may ask, but you should thorough with Asta Kumbhakas, starting from Surya Vedana pranayama, okay, Shitali Shitkari. So you thorough with those Ashtakumbhakas. There is a one pakka question in that. Apart from this, I think I covered all the points related to pranayama here. I repeat once again, definition of pranayama, Ashtakumbhakas. Okay, then pranayama, Yukta Yukta Lakshanas, then Pravara Madhyama Avara Lakshanas. These are all very, very important questions for you. Okay. Next, we shall go for the next one is Shatkarmas. Okay, that's very important. There may be a long question for you. Okay, starts with Yoga Nirukti and explain the Shat Kriyas. There may be a question for you. And individually they may ask like Neti Karma. Okay, Neti Karma, like Dauti Karma, Kapalabhati. They may be There may be a question. And enumerate yogic Shatkriyas and explain the procedure, indication, contraindication, precautions of particular Shatkarma. There may be a question for you. So be aware of all these Shatkriyas and subdivisions, sub-classifications. Okay. So Neti Kriya, so many times it is asked Neti Kriya, Trataka, Kapalabhati, Bastrika, Nauli. Okay. So sometimes there is a question, Vamana Dauti. Okay. It was asked in February 2021. It's a 3-mark question. There may be a question in all category, started with the long questions, 5-mark question and 3-mark question. So be thorough with Shatkarmas. Mm, at least you should aware about in which category it comes. So don't leave any question. That's a humble request for you. So attend all the questions. Attend all the questions. If you have an idea, suppose you don't know Vamana Dauti. Okay, there only then the question only in the question only it is mentioned Vamana Dauti. It's a type of Dauti. It's one among Shatakriya. It is one among the type of Dauti Kriya. So that carries 1 mark. If it is the 3-mark question. So if you are writing these, no, you will get a half mark. Means if it is a 3-mark, 1.5 mark you will get. So don't leave any question here. Write connected to that. Okay, if you know the subject thoroughly, you will write exactly where it comes, in which category it comes. That you highlight if you don't know complete answers. I hope you will read thoroughly here. Next comes chapter number 6, Bandha and Mudra. See, Bandha definitions, you will get, okay, Bandhas, different types of Bandhas are there, especially Tribandha, they may ask, that is um, Mula Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. These are called Tribandhas, okay. So if you have a explanation about these Bandhas, that's well and good. Bandha, if it is the 5-mark, okay, you write. There is, a lot of questions in your mind. So how to write? Okay, the same question will be asked for 5-mark, 3-mark. Sometimes it's a long question. So whenever the long question comes, you write in detail. Okay, whenever the 3-mark comes, just bandhas are the neuromuscular locks. Especially, they are 3 in number. These are called as Tribandhas. Mula Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. That's enough. You'll get a full mark if it is a 3-mark. Okay. In 5-mark, you have to explain a little bit about these 3 bandhas. Then bandhas, mudras. Okay. So mudras. Okay. Mm, uh, Minor mudras and major mudras will be there. Minor mudras means hasta mudras will be there. Okay. So that will have an idea. So usually mudra is asked in September 2018, especially 2-mark. 2-mark means you write, mudras are the gestures. Okay, there are 2 categories you can write and benefits of mudras. These mudras and bandhas are helpful in pranayama technique in order to concentrate. Okay, so that is enough here. Okay, if it is the mudra for 2-mark, what are mudras? What are the gestures? And what are the benefits of gestures? That's enough. So this is about bandhas and mudras. Then comes chapter number 7, Shat Chakras. Okay, Shat Chakras, very well, I already learned in first BMS also. Shat Chakras, okay. Name the Shat Chakras, Mooladhara, Manipura Chakras. You'll have an idea about these things, Shat Chakras. Sometimes there is Agna Chakra, maybe a tricky question for you. Okay, Sapta Chakras, last chakra. So there may be a question for you. So you have an idea about the chakra. You remember in the order. Okay, Mooladhara Chakra starts with Mooladhara to Agna. You can make a ನಿಮೋನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ನಂಬರ್ 8, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರತ್ಯಾಹಾರ, ಧಾರಣ, ಧ್ಯಾನ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಮಾಧಿ. ಸೊ ಸಮಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಸಂಯಮ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ 2-3 ಸರಿ. ಸಂಯಮ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಧಾರಣ, ಧ್ಯಾನ, ಸಮಾಧಿ. ಓಕೆ, so these 3 together called as samyama. Okay, so important question. Samyama anta kelida takshana namage confusion ಆಗ್ತದೆ. What may be the question here? Okay, so it's quite related to dharana, dhyana and samadhi. Okay, You can also mention Antaranga Yoga and Bahiranga Yoga. Okay. So Bahiranga Yogas are up to Pratyahara. So sometimes Pratyahara is the bridge between Antaranga Yoga and Bahiranga Yoga. So Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi are the Antaranga Yogas. Okay. So that is the basic differentiation in Ashtanga Yoga. So you can concentrate on Dhyana, Dharana, okay, types of Dhyana, important benefits of Dharana and Dhyana, and even Pratyahara and Samadhi. Okay. Just what do you mean by Dhyana, meditation? Okay. So that any classifications are mentioned that you mentioned, and the benefit, how dharana dhyana helpful. Okay, these are helpful in order to control the mind. Okay, helpful for the salvation. Okay, so that you should mention. Definition: if you know the shloka, chitta bandhasya dharana. That if you know the shloka, you can write one line shlokas are there. You're supposed to buy it. Deshabandhas Chittasya Dharana is mentioned here that you can buy it and the classification and later the benefits. 3 points, 3 headings you should cover. Okay. So next comes description of yoga in Ayurveda. So something is very tough to know these things. If you know, if you buy it in shloka, it's well and good. Description that is Muktatma Lakshana. Several times it is asked. March 2018 and September 2018 it is asked. Write about relation between yoga and Ayurveda. So you can answer easily here. So quite connected here. Moksha, the concept of moksha is there. Okay, that you connect with Ayurveda and yoga, and you can write related to the base Pancha Mahavutas. You can quote the yogic, what do we call the upvasa. You can Shodhana, detoxification is mentioned. Yoga is also one detoxification. Like different headings, you can explain the relation between yoga and Ayurveda. Okay? So this is about description of yoga and Ayurveda. Next comes the naturopathy. So in this naturopathy, the 10 principles are very, very important. So don't confuse here in different book, ಒಂದೊಂದು bookಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ತರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So stick on to main principles. Okay, there are 10 principles are there. The first is body heals itself. That is the principles. There are 10 principles. You are supposed to remember all the 10 principles. You will get Paka question. Write in detail about principles of nature cure. And in this chapter, you will get the principles of and relation between Ayurveda and naturopathy. There may be a question, the Panchamahabhutas in Ayurveda and naturopathy also Panchamahabhutas are mentioned. And what do we call the germ is the secondary cause for the disease. The innervation is the cause for disease. What naturopathy says in Ayurveda also Vedic Shamatva is mentioned. And the concept of fasting is mentioned in naturopathy, in upvasa, or langana is mentioned in Ayurveda. Detoxification is mentioned in naturopathy and is also mentioned in Ayurveda. In this way, take one topic and you can write the relation. You can correlate Ayurveda and naturopathy. Okay, so that's a long question for you. Relation between Ayurveda and naturopathy. Okay, the principles of naturopathy is asked several times here. So remember, similarity between Ayurveda and nature cure is it was asked. What is Pancha Bhutopasana? So it is mentioned the Pancha Mahabhuta Siddhanta. So in this way, Pancha Mahabhuta Siddhantas you have to write. For example, Jala Mahabhuta. Jala Mahabhuta is hydrotherapy. Okay. Prithvi Mahabhuta is mud therapy. Okay. So Akasha can be correlated with Vishranti or fasting therapies. Okay. So Vayu Mahabhuta you can connect it with massage, aerobics, okay, yoga. So in this way you need to highlight first line, first column you write all the Pancha Mahabhutas and the related therapies. Okay. Therapies evolved from that Pancha Mahabhutas that you can write. Okay. That's why it's called as Pancha Bhautika Siddhanta or Pancha Mahabhuta Upasana. Okay, so there is a question for you. That's a Paka question for you. Okay, remaining the definition of naturopathy, sometimes they ask here, but you remember the principles of nature cure. That's very important. Again, in the naturopathy, again, the first and foremost is Jala Chikitsa. You will get different types of principles will be there, and different baths in that bath ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. It may be a spinal bath or steam bath, hip bath or sedge bath. Okay, so ಈ bath ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಪಕ್ಕ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So several times it was asked in September 2017, 18, 19, 16. So almost all year this one bath is common. Okay, hence so you concentrate on bath, that is spinal bath, it may be a steam bath, hip bath. So how to write in this bath means first you write a spinal bath. If it is suppose it is a spinal bath, okay, what are the requirements? Okay, then procedure, then duration, then benefits. In this way, subheadings will be there. Okay, in this way you have to write. You will get a full mark, that is 5 mark. 5 mark. Okay, it may be a 5 mark question for you. Okay. So sometimes it's in detail, write in detail about hydrotherapy. So in that hydrotherapy, principles are there. Hydrotherapy, separate principles are there, not naturopathy principles. So few hydrotherapy principles you have to write. Then the treatment modalities you have to write. Different baths will be there. A neutral bath, hot water bath, cold water bath. And again, there is a spinal bath, hip bath, like that. There are different baths will be there that you have to explain. And whirlpool bath, there is the one important or special question you can call whirlpool bath. You might have seen the whirlpool. Okay, there will be a forceful application of water to the body in a circular fashion. That's called whirlpool bath. So it is there in the book. You can write down, you can note down. Bashpa Snana. Okay, the benefits of spinal bath. Enumerate hot water treatments. There was a question here. Enumerate hot water treatments. That will be a question. And Bashpa Snana, steam bath is there. Spinal bath is there. Okay, whirlpool bath is the one of the rare question here. Okay, you can refer in the book whirlpool. Apart from that, in Jala Mahabhuta or what we call Jala Chikitsa, don't confuse here. Jala Chikitsa, hydrotherapy. So don't be hurry while writing. Read the question properly and then you write. Okay, Jala Chikitsa. Next is Mrittika Chikitsa, that is mud therapy. In that mud therapy, Mrittika, types of soils will be there. There are different color soils and their properties are mentioned, like red color mud, black color mud is mentioned, and the properties are mentioned here. You can go through that. And a whole body mud therapy or regional. Okay, whole body means application of mud to whole body. Regional means part by part. Okay, so particular part like packs will be there. Okay, that you can note down. Okay, so in this mud therapy, main questions are Mrittika Chikitsa is a long question. Types of soil and selection of mud. That's 5 mark question. Okay, explain mud therapy. It's a long question. Collection and preparation of mud for mud therapy. So that's a rare question for you, and you should know where it is collected. Okay, divide of all the grass and other things that is mentioned in the book. Okay, read it. Collection and preparation of mud therapy. You soak the mud for 24 hours and later you can use, especially the dark color mud, especially black color mud is used, especially from Dharwad, in the Dharwad side area, will be collected. It's having more minerals. Minerals are more, and it is useful for curing various ailments here. So that is the preparation, collection and preparation of mud therapy is mentioned here. And apart from that, mud packs will be there. You know how to make the mud pack. Take a cotton cloth and different. It's a 1 inch approximately thick pack will be made, and it should be used for different elements here. So that is about Mrittika Chikitsa. Next comes heliotherapy. In this heliotherapy, the usage of sun. Okay, sun therapy you can call. Sun bath will be there. And chromotherapy is the important question here. Chromotherapy means curing the disease or usage of colors for therapeutic purpose. Chromotherapy, usage of colors for therapeutic purpose is mentioned. chromotherapy, and Surya Namana Mahatvam. So importance of Surya. So as we know that it's helpful for photosynthesis and synthesis of vitamin D takes place for the sun. That you need to highlight in the sun therapy, or what we call heliotherapy. The next chapter is chapter number 14, massage. So don't confuse here. Okay. If it is a question massage, you need to write Swedish massage. There are 7 types of Swedish massage. Don't write Abbenga. Don't make a mistake. If the question is massage, if you are writing Abbenga, you won't get the mark. Okay. If it is Abbenga, you write Abbenga. That's well and good. So don't confuse. Well, so most of the students will do a mistake here. Okay, I've seen several answer script. Okay, massage means they will write Abhyanga. No, massage means it's strictly related to naturopathy, where you need to write the 8 types of or 7 types of Swedish massage. Okay, percussion. There are different types of massages are there that you need to highlight. Okay, and therapeutic benefits are mentioned here. And next comes diet types. Okay, diet, naturopathy diet. There will be two classifications are there: positive diet and negative diet. Okay, soothing diet. There are again some three classifications are there that you need to read. There will be a guarantee question in that. Okay, positive diet and negative diet, soothing diet, like that. Again, some three classifications are there. The next last chapter, chapter number 16, is Upavasa Chikitsa, that is fasting therapy. And it is familiar as we know that soon in this month you'll get Shivaratri. There may be a question, guarantee question on Upavasa Chikitsa, that is fasting therapy. So importance and types and benefits of fasting. What do you mean by fasting? And you know that there are fasting types are there. Okay, the political fastings are there, therapeutic fastings are there, time duration, intermittent fasting. So it's a point of discussion. There may be a guarantee question on intermittent fasting. Okay, so that you should know. Don't confuse Upavasa Chikitsa means you don't shift on to Langana, Pachana in that way. Upavasa means stick on to fasting only. Don't confuse here. Fasting, fasting therapy, therapeutic effects of fasting is mentioned, benefits of fasting. Remember, there will be a guarantee question in fasting. Either it may be a definition or classification or benefits of fasting and how to break the fasting. That is also very important. There may be a question for you. And yes, almost all the so September 2015, 18, okay, 20, 21, 22. So maximum questions are belongs to Upavasa Chikitsa here. So that is a very, very important topic, Upavasa Chikitsa or fasting therapy. And the last one is Vishrama Chikitsa or Vishrama Upayog, is and relaxation techniques are mentioned. So it's added benefit for you if you get this question here. So, right, there are different types of relaxation methods are there that you read from the text here. So, with this, I think we covered almost all the questions quite related to this. What do they call this? Yoga and naturopathy. So, most of the questions I covered here. The important thing, which are very, very important on that particular topic we discussed here. And remember one thing, don't leave any question here. Don't keep blank papers here. So anything which is related to that topic, so that you have to mention, number one. Number two, you need to practice writing skill. Most of the students after the examination, every ತುಂಬಾ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳೋದು ಏನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಓದಿದ್ದೆ ಸರ್ ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಸಿಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದಿಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತುಂಟು ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಐ ಆಮ್ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್, try to write the answers. Whatever you read, you write down every day. Make a habit of writing skill. Okay, because you have to finish all the answer steps. Okay, both quality and quantity is important in order to get more marks in the examination. Okay, so with this I think I repeat once again how many days are left. So 10 days are important for you. So there are approximately 240 hours will be there for you how many subjects? 5 subjects will be there, and 7 papers will be there. Calculate approximately, you'll get 34 hours for each paper. That you remember this point in your head, and avoid social media. Connected, read thoroughly, discuss. If you are difficulty, if you are facing tadvidya sambhashana, so discussion with your friends is very important, and discuss with your friends, and make a habit of writing. So with this these some tips for the examination, I conclude my session. If you have any questions, you can ask me directly. I will help you to solve your questions. Yes, Anaga.
Thank you so much, sir. It was definitely an informative session. You have almost mentioned all the frequently asked questions, and you also mentioned the pattern, how to fill the answer, the points which must be included in the answers, and the shlokas which are important. Thank you so much for taking this session, sir. It was a really required session for all the exam-going students. They'll definitely be having questions like how to complete all the questions in the short span of time, how to attend the questions and all. Thank you for clearing their doubts, and thank you for accepting our invitation. It was even in your busy schedule, you took some time for this session where you gave so many tips for the exam going students. It will definitely help them during their studies, and they'll definitely be able to like score good marks. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, I thank Panchajanya team, and all the students. I wish you all the best for the examination. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir.